What's going down YouTube? It's Dark Jak. Today I'm going to bring you a game of Domination on Nuketown where I rack up a ton of kills, but I don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about instead is why I no longer play Halo Reach. Now, when Halo Reach first came out, I was really excited about it, and I enjoyed playing the campaign and firefight, but after a while it just got boring, and I came to realize that the multiplayer in it is just completely broken. The game has so many problems, it's just not even funny. It has almost as many problems as Modern Warfare 2. And I'd like to talk about those problems in this commentary. Right now there are more people playing Modern Warfare 2 than Halo Reach, even after Black Ops has come out. And so what Reach did was it prepared the Halo community for the move to Black Ops by trying to imitate a Call of Duty-based, class-based shooter formula and the game Shadowrun. So what Bungie did was they abandoned their original formula, and they've added so many things to Reach that it's unrecognizable as a Halo game. They filled Reach with so many crutches for bad players that they've lowered the skill gap between experienced players and noobs to make the game more accessible to new players. So what Bungie did to Halo is what Infinity Ward did to Call of Duty with Modern Warfare 2. They've just added so many things to the game that it doesn't feel like a Halo game anymore. So Bungie took away from skilled players the tools that they've always had, and they added things like bloom, armor abilities, and unbalanced maps, which ended up making luck rather than skill the determining factor in many games. So instead of a BR and a pistol from Halo 1, what Bungie did was they took away that versatile mid-range weapon, and they added the DMR with its inaccurate and unreliable and inconsistent bloom. Because the DMR does not have any optimal rate of fire. Sometimes someone who spams the trigger wins the gun battle, and sometimes the person who pays their shots wins. And you never really know who's going to win. So what Bungie has done is they've progressively nerfed the weapons that take skill to use. So in Halo 1, the pistol was a 3-shot kill if all were to the head. In Halo 2, it was a 4-shot kill with the BR. Then in Halo 3, it was still a 4-shot kill, but they added bullet spread to weaken its damage at long range. And then in Halo Reach, they made the DMR a 5-shot kill, and they added bloom to make it inaccurate at close range. So what Bungie has done is they've made it easier for noobs to get kills at close range with the assault rifle by taking away the versatile mid-range weapon that Halo players have always had. And so in games like Call of Duty, bloom is necessary because you have no health, you have no shields, and you die instantly. Whereas in Halo you have shields, so you need a mid-range weapon that's versatile like the battle rifle, and is always accurate. That rewards you for your accuracy over time. Whereas in Call of Duty, which is a Twitch-based shooter, you need bloom or recoil to make it so that the SMGs can't kill people from across the map. Whereas Halo is an accuracy-based shooter that needs a weapon like the BR that rewards you for your accuracy. Whereas the DMR is just so inconsistent, and sometimes you'll be shooting at someone in the head with the DMR over and over again and they won't die, even if they have no shields. Then Bungie also added armor lock, which means that you have temporary invincibility. It's like second chance pro. It's just a crutch for bad players. It slows the game down, it results in stolen kills, and it's a get out of jail free card to noobs who have not played. And so armor lock is something that could only be made by someone who is a noob. Only someone who got sick of getting out BR'd in Halo 3 would ever make armor lock. And it's like Bungie employees are not exactly the best Halo players, and so it's like they made Halo Reach for themselves. They made a game that they could enjoy as noobs rather than making a balanced game. Then they added camouflage as an armor ability, which means that everyone now can be camouflaged with the sniper rifle, so you can be invincible. And so basically, because noobs could not control power weapons and equipment in Halo 3, Bungie gave everyone power-ups in the form of armor abilities in Halo Reach, which just further lowers the skill gap, because now there are only power weapons to control and not power-ups and equipment. Then they added the jetpack to the game, which means that people who play on Bumper Jumper, which is I play, can't use jetpack, because you can't jetpack and aim at the same time if you play on Bumper Jumper, which is another example of Bungie lowering the skill gap between skilled players who play on Bumper Jumper and people who play on default. So Bungie designed their maps vertically rather than for balance purposes and making the map symmetrical. So the jetpack gives you an automatic height advantage. It makes it easier for you to get headshots, but I can't use the jetpack because I play in Bumper Jumper. And then they've tried to imitate the Call of Duty series. They took the loadout system from Call of Duty's class-based system, and then They added this double melee system to the game, which is like Commando from Modern Warfare 2. You can just run up to someone and double beatdown. They've added this incredibly powerful grenades that can kill you in a single grenade, even if you have full shields, if your health is not 100%. It's like 3 times frag from COD 4. And then Armor Lock is like Painkiller or Second Chance, and Camouflage is like the perk Scrambler, because it scrambles your radar. And then 3 Plot is taken from the Call of Duty game type Domination, and then your rank is based on your experience rather than skill. So now everyone can be a general, and winning and losing are now irrelevant, since you still rank up whether or not you win or not, because it's based on your experience and credits that you get every game. And there's not even a win-loss ratio in Halo Reach, whereas Call of Duty has one. And the grenades in Halo Reach are just so overpowered, because one grenade can kill you. So you can just spam grenades as a noob, rather than actually using grenades to lower shields and then kill them with your DMR. And then they added double beatdowns to this game. The beatdowns no longer do bleed through damage, so that means that the best option at close range is to run up to someone and double beat them down. So what this does is it makes guns pretty much worthless at close range. Why bother shooting at someone 4 times the DMR to break shields when you can just sprint up to them and melee? And then they slow down the movement speed and they reduce the jump height, so now strafing is less important. So now strafing is not as important, so bad players in Halo 3 who couldn't strafe no longer have to worry about losing gunfights because they can't strafe. Because you move so slow, it's like you have bricks tied to your feet in this game. So when you win individual DMR battles, it's not as satisfying as winning a BR battle, because your victory had more to do with the fact that you won the battle based on luck because your DMR was spazzing out, rather than you won the fight because you had a better accuracy than the other person. And then the maps in this game are incredibly unbalanced. On the map Pinnacle, the blue team gets rockets first. Then on Reflection, the team on top gets rockets. And then on Powerhouse, one team has a better chance of getting rockets than the other team. On the map The Cage, one team gets Shoddy Sniper while the other team does not. On Sword Base, one team gets Energy Sword and the other team gets the Shotgun. The Shotgun beats the Energy Sword at close range, and so in Sword Base people just camp up top in the yellow lift. Then on the map Paradiso, one team has access to the top of the mountain while the other team does not. Then on the map Tempest, the spawns are dynamic, so people just spawn everywhere. And the initial spawns on many maps are not symmetrical, which leads to really unbalanced gameplay. And Invasion on Boneyard is completely unfair for the elites on offense, because humans always win if they work together as a team. And so Bungie does a really bad job of anticipating how good teams will abuse their maps, because each map can only be played a certain number of ways. And each game type has lots of problems. You've got Elite Slayer, Raiderless Free-for-all. There's a pistol and Team Snipers, which kind of defeats the point. Invasion is completely unfair for offense. And then the Living Dead playlist has tons of problems, because whether or not you're a human or a zombie is completely random. I mean, at least in Halo 3 you could be a human at least one round. And then if a zombie quits out, someone becomes a human, then someone becomes a zombie who is a human. And then there's still a betrayal glitch, so you can kill someone and get a bull chew and get a betrayal. And then in Halo there are no party restrictions, so in MLG if you're playing by yourself you can play against a full party, which is just totally unfair. And then in Halo Reach there's really no meaningful rank. And also what there is really no incentive to win. And there are AFK boosters, and there's no longer double XP in Halo 3 because Bungie took away from Halo 3 double XP so that there's really no incentive to play it. So those are just some of the reasons why I no longer play Halo Reach. I play Halo 3 and Black Ops instead. Talk to you guys later.